What up? I'm Bea and welcome to my channel where we talk about all things true crime and current events. Today we're going to be doing a video about things we are leaving behind in 2019. We're not taking them with us into 2020. It's just a few weeks away. It's a new year, same you, but personal development through the roof. Interpersonal relationships at an all-time high. Healthy, happy, loving it, amazing. These are some of my absolute favorite videos to watch from other people, and so I figured it's been a while since I did a commentary video. I love the relaxed atmosphere of just hanging out and chatting about things that are a little bit less serious than what we talk about every Thursday on the Crafty Crimes videos. So, without further ado, here are some things that we need to leave behind in 2019. Number 1. Attacking people's looks when you disagree with something they have said or done. This gets me all the time. You see it if you're on Twitter or even on YouTube, like you see it all the time. People just automatically go for something. They'll pick on one thing of someone that they don't like, and the second that that person displeases them, they'll be like, oh, well, you're fat. Oh, well, your nose is big. Oh, well, you have bad teeth. And those are just ones that I have seen in the past week. It's nuts. If you disagree with something someone has said, or you feel like they've wronged you, or whatever the case may be, and you want to tell them what they've done, the number one thing that is going to discredit your argument is going after their looks, because that is a purely superficial thing. That says nothing about their character, about their morals, about the way they conduct themselves. Nothing. So if someone goes for the looks automatically, it's just like, why would we care about anything else you have to say? You didn't make a good point. You're not calling them out to try and help them improve, because you're not saying this specifically is something that you did wrong, or something, that I don't like, something that was amoral, whatever. Like, when you go for their looks, it just shows that you are not being an analytical thinker. You're not trying to help them improve by saying, this is specifically what you did that I don't like or that I find wrong, and here's why I have a problem with it, and here's what I think you can do. The second thing that we are leaving behind in 2020 is not drinking enough water. I'm serious. Do you have water with you right now? Hold on. Drink your water. It's so important. It's going to make you feel amazing. It's going to make your skin look good. It's going to make you pee 20 times a day. But your organs aren't going to feel like they are shriveling up into raisins right before your very eyes. I'm serious. Drink your water. In 2020, we are one with the ocean. That's how much water I want you to have. The third thing that we are leaving behind in 2020 are MLMs. The past 10 years have been the decade of multi-level marketing, of scamming your friends, getting scammed yourself, making bad business investments, going into debt, friend requesting people that you don't know, and it's time for it to stop. Not only are MLMs insanely annoying to the people who are not in them, they are also extremely damaging to the women and men who are involved in these multi-level marketing schemes. They just are. The people in these organizations are told to make their lives look amazing, post pictures of vacations they're on, luxury items they have, the car that they own, talk about, I work from my couch, like all of this stuff that is not true, that encourages them to go into debt to maintain this illusion of a luxurious lifestyle, as well as going into debt over the product. Less than 1% of people who are in an MLM actually make money. The majority of them lose money, go into debt, have enormous strife over it, and it's predatory, and I'm over it. The fourth thing that we are leaving behind in 2019 is surface level self-care. Whatever you are doing in the name of self-care that does not actually fill you up, leave it behind. Find something that actually works, that actually makes you feel like you are valuable, you are important, and fills your soul up, does good for you, does good for your body. So many people talk about self-care and how important it is to, prioritize yourself, do these things, make yourself feel good, and it absolutely is. But every form of self-care is not right for the same people. Self-care can be journaling, it can be meditating, it can be going on a walk, it can be when you're grocery shopping for your family, you get a little special treat for yourself and then you sit in the car and you eat it alone without anybody asking you for a bite. Whatever it is, whatever makes you feel like you have peace and worth and value, find it and practice it in 2020. If you don't like baths, you don't need a bath bomb. If you don't like face masks, don't buy face masks. Find the level of self-care, the activities related to self-care that actually fill you up, and spend time doing those. The fifth thing we are leaving behind in 2019 is using the excuse of, oh, that's how they've always been, or oh, that's how I've always been, to excuse toxic behavior. We're not doing it anymore. It's not okay. I hear this all the time from people in my life, from people on the internet, like, more so in my life, it's about other people saying, like, well, that's how they've always been, so I guess I have to deal with it, or, I'm just used to it, that's how they've always been, whatever. And on the internet, I tend to hear as people bragging about, like, oh, I'm rude, that's just how I am. And neither one is okay. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not perfect by any means whatsoever, but I'm very interested in personal development. I love reading, I love trying to improve, I love trying to make my life better and my relationships better, and just having a fulfilling, happy life where I feel joy about things and I feel elated and my relationships are good. And all that's to say, if someone else has a toxic behavior, someone in your life that's close to you has a toxic behavior and it affects you, instead of making the excuse for them, try to approach them about it. There are some things that are very deep that people are not going to be willing to change, and it can cause a conflict, and sometimes talking to them doesn't work, and that's just a fact. You can't change anybody, but if it really is something that affects you so deeply, either try and approach them and talk to them about it, or depending on how close they are to you, you can probably cut them off. If it's something that's really getting to you and it is really damaging in your life, you don't need it. And that seems kind of flippant, but in my mind, I'm more thinking of people who you're friends with. I know it's a lot harder for family, and unfortunately, each case of a toxic family member is very highly specific, and there's a lot of nuance and family dynamics and stuff, so I wouldn't want to generally talk to that. But this is for friends. Like, if a friend is doing something that's damaging to you, it's harmful, you can cut them off. Like, that's okay. In 2020, we're having good friends. And if you're the person who has a toxic trait and you're avoiding addressing it because it's hard, because it's scary, because you think that maybe admitting that you've done something wrong or that you've been harmful to people is just going to cause more problems, I encourage you to try and look into it. And I don't know, maybe if you work through it and you change this habit, it is going to be hard, but you'll realize that, wow, like, I feel so much better when I don't do this, or I find so much joy in being this person over this person. It's, like I said, it is extremely hard. Personal development is hard, improving is hard, changing your habits is really, really hard, but it's worth it. Finally, the fifth thing we are leaving behind in 2019, please, is people who have regular Twitter accounts that are not made for adult entertainment, that are not specifically geared towards adult entertainment, retweeting graphic images and videos from people who are adult entertainers. I don't want to see it. If I wanted to wake up in the morning, open my Twitter app, and see graphic sexual content, I would follow people on Twitter who post graphic sexual content. I don't want to see it. I don't want to click on a picture thinking that it's one thing and it's completely something else. I'm around kids a lot. I'm around my family. sometimes I'm in public and this is what I get. No, we're done. You don't need to retweet it. We are fully capable of following those accounts if that is something that we are prepared and ready for and want to see on a daily basis. I'm good. You don't need to retweet it. You don't need to retweet someone putting a golf ball into a cup that has been inserted into someone else's rectum. You really don't. And, please leave it behind in 2019, I beg of you. Those are the things that we are giving the axe to in 2019. We're not taking them into 2020 with us. We're going into 2020. It is a new year. I'm so excited. I love the new year because I love the holidays, and it just feels fresh. It feels like a good chance to kind of evaluate where you're at, what you're doing, what you're getting into, and see if there's anywhere that you can change, you can improve, a new goal that you can reach, something that you can do that is going to make your life better. So now I want to hear from you. First, let me know what you hope gets left behind in 2019. And also let me know if you have a New Year's resolution for 2020 and what it is. I'm so excited to hear what you have to say. I am so excited for 2020. I know we haven't hit Christmas yet, and trust me, I am absolutely looking forward to that too, but I don't know, I love a clean slate. So, like I said, let me know those two things down below, and if you would consider liking this video or subscribing to my channel, that would be amazing. And if you've subscribed already, thank you so much. I am so appreciative of you, and I love being able to just sit here, hang out, and talk about whatever. With all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to go out there and be the voice of reason in a world full of crazy and unsolicited pornography. Bye.